It is the last day of term, and Rupert is taking home his school report. Tiger Lily, the little Chinese girl, is walking with him. She has her report too. "I think I have good report here," says Tiger Lily happily, tapping the sealed envelope. "I wish I could say the same," sighs Rupert. "I worked as hard as I could, but everything seemed to go wrong this term," he tells her. "I'm sure my report will be one of the worst I've ever had. I hope Mum and Dad won't be too upset." Tiger Lily looks sympathetic. "I know what it's like to have bad report," she says. "My daddy get very cross with me." Rupert chuckles. "I'm surprised he didn't use a bit of magic to make your report better," he jokes. Tiger Lily's daddy, of course, is the Chinese magician. He can do lots of things by magic. Tiger Lily claps her hands. "That very good idea," she cries. "I'd never think of that." Her eyes light up. "I ask him to do that for you now, yes?" The idea makes Rupert burst out laughing. Tiger Lily frowns at him. "What's so funny?" she asks. "You think he not able to do easy thing like that? My daddy very, very clever. He best magician in the world." "I know that," says Rupert quickly. "I didn't mean it that way. I was laughing because it's a funny thing to ask him to do." "You think so?" She snatches the report from Rupert's hand. "Well, we see. He coming along now." "Hey, wait a minute," protests Rupert. But Tiger Lily is already racing off to meet her daddy. When Rupert catches up, the Chinese magician gives him a strange look. "I hear his bad report," he says, patting the envelope. "Is true you want me make it better?" "Well, not exactly," stutters Rupert. "Yes, it's true," insists Tiger Lily. "He tells me use bit of magic to get good report." It was just a joke," gasps Rupert. The Chinese magician snaps his fingers. "I prepare special school report spell for you," he says. "Follow me." "Oh, crumbs," gulps Rupert. When they reach the pagoda, the amazing house where Tiger Lily and her daddy live, the Chinese magician looks up his spell book. "Yes, is here," he announces. "But also is small problem." He peers closely at the page. "It seems spell can go either way. Maybe make better, maybe make worse. You take chance." "Yes, take chance," shouts Tiger Lily. "No, really, I don't think," begins Rupert, but he is too late. The Chinese magician has already started, and Rupert watches horrified as he places the school report in a large round bowl and sets fire to it. Then the magician claps a lid on the bowl, mutters some strange words, and turns round 3 times. "Now we see," he murmurs. He snatches the lid off the bowl, and Rupert blinks in astonishment. All trace of the fire has disappeared, and the envelope looks just as it did, except that it is now unsealed. "We read what your new reports say," exclaims the magician, pulling out the paper from inside. "This bear is thoroughly lazy and has done no work at all this term," he reads. "Oh, no!" cries Rupert. "His writing is terrible, his reading is worse, and all his sums have the wrong answers," continues the magician. Rupert holds his head in despair. "The spell has turned out the wrong way," he groans. "Whatever shall I do?" "It's all my fault," wails Tiger Lily. "You not want change report in first place. Me make you do this." "Naughty daughter speak truth," says the Chinese magician sternly. "I hope she learn good lesson from this and never want cheat again." He drops the report and envelope in the bowl and puts the lid back on. "Spell not yet cold," he declares. "You want me try turn back as was." "Oh, yes, please," begs Rupert. "Make no promise," says the magician. "May be impossible now." But when he lifts the lid off, Rupert sees his sealed envelope back in there. He picks it up gratefully. "I never want to go through that again," he breathes. "His lesson for you too, then," suggests the magician softly, with a twinkle in his eye. And later, when Rupert hands the report to his mum and dad, guess what? It turns out to be not so bad after all. Lucky Rupert.